Hey folks, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Plague Inc. Evolved with our official scenarios guides with the new Aliens and Anti-Vaxxers DLC. It's time for Measles, one of the most preventable diseases in the world, thanks to modern vaccines, but misinformation and dangerous new mutations could lead to a deadly resurgence. Can you bring measles back from the brink? This is, of course, referring to the MMR vaccine, which is very widespread and has largely killed out the disease. We're going to be turning that around today. This is a virus type, so I'm going to go for ATP boost, Darwinist, Aquacytic, Extremophile, and Symptostasis. Mega Brutal, Morbili? Okay, sure, why not? So this is a pretty fun little scenario. The MMR vaccine prevents you from spreading, but that's all about to change. We're going to go ahead and start off here in Saudi Arabia as usual, and what I want you to notice is a special little thing in the bar down over here. Vaccinated, over 7 billion. All these people in green, we cannot infect. It is impossible. There is a way to get around this. If we go to our abilities, there's a special thing here called vaccine bypass. This would evolve immunity to the vaccine and we can start infecting the population once again. We're gonna have to do that, but there is a certain percentage of the population right now that is not vaccinated, and we are free to spread amongst them as much as we want. And here's the weird thing. This is actually kind of a good thing for us in a very weird way. We're gonna be able to spread around the world pretty much everywhere and get a decent population, but not too many people will get infected, which means the genetic drift on Mega Brutal never becomes that much of an issue, so we actually can spread kind of unchecked. It's kind of amazing. Let's go ahead and pick up the sweating. In just a moment, I'll go ahead and move toward things like skin lesions. There is a unique symptoms tree here. A lot of this looks familiar at first until you get down here and realize that's not necrosis, that is necrolysis. A little bit different. There is sepsis and organ failure. I assume corpse transmission when they say sepsis, but I don't know for sure. Also, insomnia has been moved, and there's gonna be things like a subconjunctival bleed and stuff on this side as well. So there is some new stuff, but for the most part, you can play this scenario like you usually would. The question really is, when are you going to time the immunity into the vaccine? And also, there's going to be some special little events popping up of various different anti-vax types of groups, which are going to be reducing the population that is currently vaccinated and technically making things easier for you. Case in point, right here, New Zealand. The government of New Zealand has abandoned its vaccination program and people are no longer receiving boosters. Fewer people are vaccinated, which means they are more vulnerable than they used to be. You sorry fools. But again, I'm not really worried about it. We can actually have a presence in pretty much every country in the world before I even bother picking up the vaccine immunity, and what will happen is once I do that, I'm going to explode in every single country. Once I'm immune to that vaccine and I can get anywhere, I've got sleeper agents effectively in every single country that just propagate me like crazy. It's gonna be amazing, so we're not worried about it right now. First time I tried playing out the scenario, I kind of got rid of it right away. There are actually multiple vaccines. If you do get immunity to one, then after a bit of time, the game will develop another one, and you'll have to bypass that one, and then there can be a third. But done correctly, we actually don't even have to worry about that. We should be able to win the game and only deal with one round of vaccines and totally skip the next round, and that will be completely and totally fine. Let's go for some basic livestock transmission since we are here in Russia. Mostly a vaccinated country, so there's really not a lot of population I can work with there, unfortunately for me, but that's fine. I'll grab one quick level of some cold resistance, then we'll grab some drug resistance, and the cool thing again, is everything is not that incredibly expensive. Look at drug resistance level 2. It's still only 19 DNA. Why? Because I can't hit critical mass in, let's say, India and have a billion population increasing the cost of my next upgrade. So this really is not a bad thing in my opinion as a player. In fact, if anything, I say, yeah, give me more of these vaccinated scenarios. This makes the game easy, man. Easy. They're not even really that worried about a cure because it's only the unvaccinated who are getting sick. Who cares? It's completely fine, right? Anyway, more livestock transmission, just to go ahead and speed up things in Russia. I'd like to there we go, we got into Greenland pretty early, no big deal. Every country is about to be infected. Well, it says that. Hold on, these few countries are kind of flashing as if they don't need to be infected anymore, but they're not on my list. That's kind of weird, but it's fine. Not a big deal, whatever. We'll get around as needed. So we can go ahead and start picking up things like necrolysis right now. That's going to start killing some of the unvaccinated, but again, don't sweat the small stuff. It's completely fine. Let's go ahead and get that immunity as soon as I get 2 more DNA. Thank you, New Zealand! All right, the MMR vaccine has been bypassed. All that vaccinated population, poof, gone, and we're about to explode. Look at this. Look at it go. Look at the red. It's everywhere. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, what are they going to do? Now they're going to start working on the cure, like, aggressively all of a sudden. We can go ahead and grab something like a genetic hardening and stuff, and that's fine. I'll also just go ahead and pick up a coma preemptively, because why not? Might as well. That's going to slow down the cure a fair bit as well. Every country is fully infected, though, like, right? Like, I'm not missing, like, Sweden and Morocco. We're completely okay. We're going to be fine. Cool. So that's all done. Now we just worry about trying to get as much lethality up and running as possible. You could pick up, like, 1 or 2 additional things for, like, some transmission if you're having trouble in places like Sweden or in Africa in our case. Algeria is giving me a little bit of trouble, but, like, am I that worried about it? Probably not. So let's go ahead and grab, let's say, encephalitis, and we'll go for retinopathy over here, which is going to decrease cure speed, and that can lead to things like blindness, also slowing down the cure speed. You get the idea. Like, oh no, measles, it's a non-threat, like everyone's got vaccines. Well, you get rid of that dang vaccine, and it turns out everyone's just gonna plop over dead. So, yeah, be grateful that we have these vaccines in the real world, because otherwise it turns out this disease would totally kill us if it could. 100%. But otherwise, is this a very difficult scenario? No, you just got to be willing to wait on this. Now, again, we're going to get a pop-up at some point of them saying, hey, we're working on a second vaccine. But, like, it's really not a problem, because we've already killed the world on Mega Brutal, so, like, who even cares? At this point, I'm just stacking up some DNA with the expectation that I want to go ahead and grab a couple genetic reshuffles. Don't think I'll be able to get a third one, so we'll just grab something else, let's say immune suppression, and I don't really care. How about insomnia? It doesn't matter. Anything to get a little bit of extra score because we have better severity and complexity of the disease will be fine. So this is a fast little cute one. I like it. I actually really like the idea of being able to use this vaccinated status or some sort of a special effect like this for custom scenarios. I think that would be pretty cool. How dare you sequence me at the last second to get yourself 2% more progress on the cure? How dare you? Whatever. 2 stars, 58,648. As usual, I'm just shy of what I think it takes to get a 3-star victory on Mega Brutal here, which is why I'm not really that worried about it, because this went very, very well. If you follow this strategy, it's pretty easy. You just play normally, and then you just, once you've got a presence in pretty much everywhere, go ahead and get around that vaccine, and then boom! It just explodes and you win. 403 days, 45% cure progress, 58,648 points. Perfectly fine. So yeah, nothing really to worry about with measles. 4 more official scenarios to go. Next will be herd immunity. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.